Sales Issues and Sales Management Information System. In this lesson, we are going to study various sales issues and sales management information systems. It follows from the previous slide that after studying this lesson, you should be able to understand various budget and control related issues in sales, discuss the ethical issues in sales, analyze the sales management information system, understand the need and value of sales reports, enumerate the techniques of effective learning and presentation. Significance of the sales budget can be understood by the fact that the sales budget serves as a scale. It helps identify the areas in which the company needs to strengthen its performance, performs the role of an indicator to control the expenses, compares the actual performance with the budgeted performance, helps planners to frame policies, provides the platform to establish ways and means to get the business, provides vital statistics, and last but not the least, it also helps keep expenses under control. There are two types of sales control, namely annual plan control and profitability control. While annual plan control is the responsibility of top-level managers and concerns itself with sales analysis, market shares analysis, and marketing expenses to sales ratio, profitability control is the responsibility of sales controller and checks of the customer attitude tracking profitability by product territory, market share, trade channel, order size, and sales audit. The steps in designing a sales control system include objective setting, designing different control levels, designing a reporting system and a feedback system, deciding tools and techniques of control, variance analysis and reasons thereof. Sales audit can be conducted either by an internal staff of the company or by some outside auditors like chartered accountants or consultants with an aim to find out the true and accurate position of sales, exercise control over future planning and over the results of the company, analyze the past performance and learn from mistakes made in the past or shortcomings in any operation of the sales department, bring alertness to the organization, award increments, promotions, giving extra rewards in case of exceptional performances, and to punish those whose actions have resulted in the loss to the company. In a sales audit, the auditor can ask questions like the following. What are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats to the company? What are the changes in consumer behavior? What are the major changes in market segmentation? What are the changes in the major competitors' strategies? What are the changes in the competitive environment? What are the pricing strategies of the competitors? What are the main channels of distribution, and so on? Steps in designing a credit control system include identification of the credit distributors and wholesalers or consumers on the basis of past experience, processing the credit sanction, circulating and implementing the credit sanction, aging analysis, and reviewing credit sanctions from time to time. Budgetary control has become an essential tool of management for controlling costs and maximizing profits. The technique of budgetary control is, in fact, a must for every business enterprise. To exert control over the budgets, every organization has to set up an effective budgetary control system. The following factors should be examined at the time of budgetary control reporting. What changes are most likely in the business environment? What are the major objectives to be achieved? Market performance can also be evaluated on the basis of the market share analysis. If the market share of a company is increasing, it is a sign of progress and vice versa. Various analyses done for the purpose include ratio analysis like that of current ratio, liquidity ratio, proprietary ratio, etc. Comparison of standards with the actual performance is required to understand the performance of sales. The difference of the actual from the standard is known as variance. The variance may be favorable or adverse according to circumstances. Sales analysis is the detailed examination of sales volume by territory, salesperson, customer, product line, etc. It works on the basic principle that the trends of the total sales volume conceal rather than reveal the market reality. Sales cost analysis is a detailed examination of the cost incurred in the organization and administration of the sales and marketing functions and its impact on sales volume. Whilst analysis of ethical conflict and the various ethical issues is relevant in many aspects of business, it is particularly important in the area of sales management. This is because of the nature of the relationship between the salesperson and the buyer or buying organization. The relationship creates a propensity for ethical conflict and dilemma because salespeople often have to make decisions in the field in response to customers' demands and competitive offers. If salespeople are unable to resolve ethical dilemmas, they will often encounter increased job-related tension, frustration, and anxiety, resulting in decreasing performance and increasing turnover. The main ethical dilemma relate with issues like that of trust, credibility, obeying the law, meeting public expectations, anticipating new social demands, and leading the way. Much information about past sales is required for analysis from the Sales Management Information System. Thus, a sales information system helps in determining the shape of the sales territories, allocation of sales staff to territories, deciding what product to push, which customers to contact, incentive schemes, which market segments to emphasize, and with what products. As the salespeople are mostly in the market, it is difficult to actually see them working. Thus, they are made to prepare and submit reports, which helps in informing the company about the activities they undertake. Daily reports helps their seniors to find out the details of customers met by each executive on that particular day and the business transacted. Tour program informs the company about the customers and towns to be covered during the given campaign. Apart from the above, each sales executive has to report personally to the branch office once in a month to review the previous tour cycle date-wise, plan for the next tour cycle to be sent 1 week before reporting, and managers to ensure complete availability for each sales executive. Now let us check if we have understood the various concepts discussed in this lesson clearly. A tour program informs the company about the customers and towns to be covered during the given campaign. Right or wrong? Please click. Right. Ratio analysis compares the standard with the actual sales performance. True or false? Please click. False. Review is a part of reporting. Right or wrong? Please click. Wrong. Before we end, let us briefly revise what we have studied till so far. Sales budget is the statement of revenues and costs that are expected for a given time period and are among the most important control devices available to sales managers. The process of developing a sales budget involves identifying ways of optimal resource allocation to various selling activities. A sales budget aids in the sales planning and acts as both a standard of performance and a tool of control. Control is a function of every management to ensure that operations are being carried out as per plan to achieve the objective. Sales control ensures the achievement of personal selling objectives. Ethical issues arise in virtually every aspect of selling, but for many salespeople and customers alike, there seems to be a sort of tacit agreement not to refer to ethical issues unless it becomes absolutely impossible to avoid doing so. Sales reports are used to monitor sales performance. A weekly report or daily report is submitted depending on the products and its movement. It assists in product planning, cost planning, and portfolio planning. A summary of daily or weekly report for all branches is made on a monthly basis, and its variance for estimated sales is studied, and accordingly budget is prepared.